Is that everybody, or we need to wait on a couple guys?
I know Brendan's here.
Yeah, Brendan's on his way, so.
That's Brendan, man, daggone. You gotta be here early. You guys like the players walk. I mean, you don't know why players get in there. Walk right up at the. They're supposed to be somewhere. It's supposed to be 10 minutes early.
Tom Coughlin time.
Be prepared. Exactly. That's any time. In this world, in our world.
We can always give him audio though.
Yeah, he'll get it still.
Okay, we're good. All right,
Yeah.
Where we go? A good practice today. Really cool weather. Temperature was perfect. Guys, the speed of practice, I was really enthused with. Fresh legs, guys healthy out there on the field. Got a lot more of our body, almost all of our bodies back, and it's good to get those guys out there. I was very pleased with practice. Very pleased.
Speaking of that, Mario Pender's been out a couple days. How's he holding up?
Good. He's practiced. He practiced today and took reps, and didn't take him on. We limited him a little bit, but he's much farther along than I anticipated. I didn't anticipate him being this far along at this stage, and very pleased with his progress. Very pleased.
It's been a while since you had 3 healthy running backs.
Yeah, it has been. It has been. That's rare at that position because you get banged and bruised so much.
Is Jameis moving around okay?
Yeah, James practiced every day. Took every snap, did everything. It was good.
Olegwe missed practice today?
Yeah, I mean, he's still banged and bruised, from that whole scenario.
Cam said that he didn't even know Jameis was hurt. I know Jameis is usually behind him, but when did you know Jameis hurt his ankle? Was that as soon as he did it? Or
Yeah, he came off and told me.
Okay.
He came off and told me. He said, they dinged up mine because you're right. Yeah.
That was it.
Pain's temporary, move on.
You said previously that Barron could be back sometime in November.
No, there's a chance. They're talking about. There's a chance he could be back out here practicing by next week. There's a chance. I mean, I don't know. There's X-rays look good. He's doing some things right now as far as rehab, and they're getting great encouragement. So there's a chance he could be out here by next week.
Has he started snapping yet, or?
No, I don't know. All the rehab stuff he's been on. We'll see when he's out here.
What needs to happen for him to get back to the field next week?
Just the doctors. I mean, where they feel good about his healing and where his tests and all the things are doing, the rehab with him, and where that's all at. That's all they're doing. You have to talk to them about that.
A little easier for Coach Miller to practice actually having some bodies.
Yeah.
He didn't have anybody last week.
Get all those linebackers out there, exactly right. Getting them back in practice and rotating and keeping a good, fresh group. It was good.
Terrence doing okay?
Yes, Terrence was fine. He was in all the drills and everything.
Too early to say if you'll have all those guys back for this week?
Yeah, I'm anticipating having them back, but I mean, it's always early till they, see how sometimes you have an injury just after a day or two of work and how it feels, but I don't anticipate anything happening.
Well, how is JJ doing? Grasping the offense. Cosentino.
He's doing a great job over on the scout team and in the meetings, picking things up, and in the individual drills, and we're throwing things, and he's over there. Boy, you really see is just comfortable now, and you see that arm talent coming out and things he's doing.
Do you see, can you a kid that's redshirting like that, well, like Jameis did in 2012, when they're working with the scout team, and I don't know how often Jameis did, but
Jameis was over the whole time.
Can you see the glimpses that you need to see when they're in
Yeah,
the
you do.
team?
When you see the arm strength, you see plays, because they're reading off a card and they get it's almost their instincts. You know what I'm saying? The ad-libbing and doing things because they're not on a script. They're just looking at a card, and you get to see some ability the physical abilities and to be creative, make plays.
But also in your offense, it's not instincts. You got to know the offense.
Oh no, you got to know the offense, and then when it breaks down, you got to turn to that. Yes.
Is he getting that?
Seems to be, but it's still. I mean, he doesn't get enough reps to know it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For us to know that whole thing. But he's in the meetings. He takes notes. He's very attentive. Does a good job that way.
Virginia seems to blitz a lot. You've played last couple teams do that. Has that helped a lot, being able to see different kind of blitzes?
I think you have to be able to pick up the blitz in today's football. I mean, that's the way people are pressuring and trying to get after the quarterback and affect him, get extra numbers in the run game, change the gaps up front with movement, when they're blitzing. So, I mean, that's ball today. And if you can't handle the blitz, you're in trouble.
You said the other day about seeing different things from different people, like Notre Dame having the blitz that you hadn't seen before. Do you try to anticipate stuff like that at all? Or do you
do. And eventually how they do it. We've worked every blitz known to man, but there's always something you see, and you have rules. That's why you don't teach plays or look. You got to teach conceptually. If they do this, and you have answers for it to get out of it, whether it's a side adjust, a hot, a check, whatever it may be.
You guys had been better short yardage running. Didn't do so great the other night.
We had the one situation where we did. Was it? We had a missed block, and it had a guy penetration. And on second one, we handed it. If we'd have stayed on the right side and we ran about 40 yards down the sideline, we wouldn't have been in third and one. We missed a cut bad on two. I mean, everybody took a turn. Second one, I mean, they blocked it perfectly. There was at least a 10 to 15 yard gain on the right side that would have gashed out. We made a poor cut. And on third and one, we just overstepped. They pinched the guy and overstepped and got some penetration.
People always wonder why you don't sneak on 4th and 1. So what do you guys?
Yeah, we do. Just philosophy of what you're going to do and what the play is. I mean, and what their defense is. And they had A-gap pressure with 2-3 techniques. That's hard. And you have a freshman center. That's a hard road to hoe right there now.
Jimbo, I asked you about it yesterday. Is Kermit close to busting some of these things?
Yeah, we actually we missed 2 blocks. We set back about 3 yards deep on a block. If we edge it out, he can get a better seam, and he's got to stand up. He can't fall down too.
Well, that helps.
I mean, but we're close. I mean, and we got to continue to block. And there was one other one that was inches. We had 2 of them were inches were coming out. We got to block a little better, but they got to hit them too. It's all common. It's all together.